Hey, it's BT the BT Assen GP review. Let's get right to it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I went over to the Holland, the Netherlands. And let me tell you something. There might not be a better GP on the planet. If you get a chance, please go to Assen. It's just, I mean, the people love racing. The stands are packed. They love it. It's just, I mean, for me personally, it only gets scary when you hear like a big microphone and it's in the countryside and you hear somebody going, and I've seen a couple Hitler speeches and I was like, man, that don't sound good at all. A brother might want to be careful. But they're good people. But still, when you hear that, you go, But it's still a good GP. Anyway, let's get right to it. Moto3, now we start on Moto3. Ride of the race, Moto3. He finally broke his cherry. Ayumi Sasaki. Couldn't happen to a better kid. The crazy boy did it. A heartbreak goes to John McPhee. God damn. Let me tell you something. Between John McPhee, Morbidelli, Migno, Sam Lowe's, I mean, listen, I think they need to get a witch doctor in there, burn some sage in the paddock, get a rabbit's foot welded on the bike at the very next to the transponder. Maybe have that woman from the Poltergeist come in and go, this paddock is clean. Whatever you need to do, do it. I feel so bad for those dudes, especially McPhee. He just came off an injury. I mean, he's looking pretty good in the leading pack, and that happened. And also, honorable mention for heartbreak was Dennis, father figure Faggio. Damn, that hurt. I mean, that really, I just felt for the dude. Anyway, but that's just Moto3, man. You get them 14, you get those 18, 19-year-olds together. Ain't no telling what the hell's going to happen. And it is shaping up between Guevara and Garcia. And hey, don't count out Sasaki. Sasaki gets a couple wins. Once you get that first win, like I said, it's like when you get laid as a kid or 19, whatever age you are. That sounds bad, but whatever age you are, once you get lucky the first time, you know, like women just know it on you, like. Something different about you, Sasaki. Like, yeah, I know. And next thing you know, oh my God. And that's what it's like. So he's got his first one in. So now he knows what it's like to win. Watch for Crazy Boy the second half of the season. He might be a little bit too far out because Garcia just keeps getting points. But Guevara is so damn... Guevara doesn't need a tow. That's what makes him so great. He doesn't need a tow. He's fine on his own. He's that kid like, you okay, son? I'm fine, father. And he's all alone in his room. Like, what are you doing? Don't come in here, father. He's that kind of kid. You know, he's good on his own, by himself. And you think he's weird, but man, he's steadily getting points. He leads without a toe, but Garcia always getting points. But second half of the season, Moto3 just going to get better. Let's go to Moto2. Moto2, damn, what a race. Let me tell you something. The top three between Augusto Fernandez, Celestino Vietti, and Agura, 1 point separates all three of them. You can't get any better than this. Damn. Ride of the race. I got any ride of the race goes to Bo Benschneider. Big Bo did it. Granted, that's his home race, but you got to give it up to Big Bo. Great job for him. He rode his ass off. He rode his wooden shoe dike wearing ass off. And I mean dike like the windmill dike, not like, you know what I mean? So yeah, he rode his ass off. So good for him. Heartbreak goes to Marcel Schroeder. Oh, I felt so bad for the dude. And somewhere Joe Roberts is going, I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling, man. I mean, like, get that lead and look like you got it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, wow, I know, bro. I know. So I feel bad for Marcel Schroeder. But he's still in the hunt. Great thing about Marcel Schroeder until that race. He was top six. He's a consistent top five, top six. And if Celestino or one of the top three goes out, Schroeder's always in. He could, but he's got to win at least 2 races, I think, to at least be in a contention for the championship. Marcel Schroeder has to win at least 2, but I feel so bad for him. He's definitely heartbreak of the race. And also, runner-up was Cameron Beaubier. Damn, I kind of think Celestino Vietti kind of gave him a little, but still, it's racing. So he's my honorable mention for heartbreak. But heartbreak definitely goes to Marcel Schroeder. Ride of the race goes to Big Bo. Let's get to MotoGP. Damn, what a race! And I mean, damn, what a race. Aleix Espargaro is my ride of the race. I haven't seen a comeback like that since Jesus. I'm going to call him Aleix Lazarus Espargaro because only on Easter have I seen somebody come back like that from being damn near death. And hey, there was an accident by pretty boy. What's his name? Fabio. It was an accident by him. He wouldn't try. That's his boy. I don't know if you watched the press conference, the one I was in. The press conference, Alais called him up, said he's going to be late. It was a good laugh. They're all good friends. That being beside the point, like Fabio said, once you put the helmet on, hey, we're racing. And like Alais said, he knew that was Alais's hard spot. So what do you do? To eliminate somebody, you take away their strong point. So that's what he did. Fabio was going to pass him there because he knew Alais was strong there. You pass him there, that gets in their head. Like, oh shit, he passed him where I'm strong. And so he was going to get in his head, and he had an accident. But Dorna, for some reason, Dorna is giving out more bad decisions than the United States Supreme Court. I mean, seriously, like, why are you going to penalize him for Silverstone? He's going to get a long lap penalty for Silverstone? That makes no sense. I feel bad for Fabio, but let me tell you something. The championship, Alais, I just kind of feel like Alais just might pull this off, but it's a long season. And here's the thing. Like I said, Ride of the Race goes to Aleix Espargaro. Heartbreak goes to Fabio. Man, I mean, he crashed twice, and they didn't really show the other crash, but he did a high side. So I feel bad for Fabio. First of all, I don't think he should have been out there in the first place. He should just let him come in. He really didn't want to race. So I mean, he wasn't gonna get any points. I don't know why they had him do that anyway. The second half of the season, personally, I think Aleix is gonna find a way, but Maverick is finding his groove with Aprilia. And here's what Maverick said. Maverick's about he's 3 races out from even being in contention for the championship. So, and I can't see Fabio or Aleix or Zarco, Amber hurting the bid that much where like all of a sudden Maverick is in contention for the championship. I mean, but he said he'd help Aleix win it. And let me tell you something, those two together, I have to give it to Maverick being the better rider, but they're both on championship machines. So I don't know. Maverick said he'd help him win, but everybody says something until they start getting, until you start getting a little, you start getting fed, and if he starts getting winning, he might get the diva syndrome. Like, why should I help Aleix win? I could be number 1 next year and they'll listen to me. I can be the big wig, the head honcho. So you never know what's going to happen. But let me tell you something. The second half of the season is going to be so lit in Motogp. I just think, honestly, maybe Zarco's going to find his footing. But let me tell you something. Nobody celebrates like the Italians. The Italians celebrate so well. Even black people at a barbecue go, damn, the Italians know how to celebrate. That's how good they are. I think what Valentino Rossi has left us is a legacy of great young Italian talent. I mean, it was like he was the Don, he was the Godfather, and now all his henchmen are coming to get theirs. You got Bagnaia. Bagnaia is great, don't get me wrong. I love Bagnaia, but man, you got some hungry dudes coming up. Look at what Bezzecchi did. And Bezzecchi, of all the Italians, Bezzecchi is kind of closer to Rossi than all of them. If you see his hairdo, and he's a little quirky, and he's kind of funny. They asked him, but even Casey Stoner said that something about Bezzecchi, and Bezzecchi said, I didn't talk to Casey, but I tell Casey, I said that it's something about Bezzecchi, man. When he gets it right, sure, he crashed, he's a rookie, but man, once he contains all those crashes and keeps it rubber side up, he's not going to win the championship. But Bezzecchi is going to be somebody hard to deal with. Bastianini's when he gets it consistent. He's got more races, I think, won than Fabio. Maybe they're tied. Anyway, he's won 3. He's got to get consistent. So what Valentino has left us is a legacy of great Italian talent coming up. MotoGP is better than it's ever been. Only thing that sucks is it's like they don't have the money that F1 has. And I talk to people about this, and it just sucks because we know it's a better sport. And but this was the best. I think Assen was the best GP. I give the GP an A-. So about you guys, I give it an A-. Moto 3 was lit like it always is. Moto E was lit. I was there watching it. What Dominica Gerder doing in Moto E is just criminal because he is body bagging them. Moto 2 is lit. Moto 2's been having some great races from top to bottom. With Celestino Vietti, he was my nomination for rider of the race, but I got to give it to Big Bo. But still, from where he came from, how he finished, Ogura. Once Ogura gets a personality, I think he's going to be great. But I mean, he's just like a robot. But still, he's doing a great job. I don't know what it takes to get that little oomph. Maybe he's just one of those dudes who's just stone faced and goes about his business. By the way, Ogura got punted off the track twice, and he still finished where he finished. I mean, it's going to be great. And MotoGP, what Aleix Espargaro did, what Maverick Vinales did, and what Jack Miller did. Miller is steadily accumulating points and consistency. GP is better than it's ever been. So anyway, that's what I got for Ride of the Race. They're going into the break, but it didn't feel like it. Nobody felt like they were tired. I mean, they were, but they weren't, if that makes any sense. And let me tell you something. I do this for shits and giggles, whatever. But when you're talking to these guys, I just remember looking at Johan Mir's face. And I felt so bad for the dude having to do a press conference. I mean, we had the little presser, we're talking to him at a table. And I just felt so bad for him. You see in his face, he was just so disappointed. And the kid's about this big. I wanted to say, listen, man, go have a couple of sandwiches over the holiday. Maybe come to America, eat a buffet, hang around the fastest here in America. We'll fatten you up over the holidays and then go back with about a week to spare and lose the weight. But I feel so bad for that dude. But the second half is going to be lit. Anyway, Motogp, like I said, is better than it's ever been. I think rider of the all three, my new one is rider, the MVP. How about this? MVP of the GP, which means all three classes together. Who is the MVP? I got to go with Alicia Spargo. I think what Alicia did was incredible. I got Alicia Spargo with my MVP. Tell me if that's a new category you think you guys like, MVP. That means all three categories together, who was the better rider. I give it to Alicia Spargo. What he did was incredible. He's looking in great form. Like I said, the break comes 5 weeks. I won't be talking to you guys for 5 weeks. I don't know how you're going to do without me personally. Anyway, thanks for watching as always. I appreciate you guys. Leave some comments or some criticism. I don't care. I can take criticism. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And until August, the first week of August in Silverstone, you know the word. Peace.